Hey guys, about another video. Today we're doing what if Naruto had Kaguya's powers. Not what if Naruto, sorry. What if Asta had Kaguya's powers. Now I have some of it scripted out and some of it I have to do off the top of my head. But that's pretty easy. I put out the more difficult parts on script, so you don't need to worry about any of this. So basically you're gonna figure out how I do this. And like in all my what ifs, Asta's the prince of the Clover King. I just gotta get that out of the way. I just think it's so interesting of seeing Asta the commoner being the prince of the Clover Kingdom, the kingdom that he's supposed to be protecting. Yeah, it just interests me all the time. So I'm never gonna start making Asta the prince of the Clover Kingdom. But other than that, guys, I have nothing to say. But let's go. Let's get into this video. We start with Asta on the floor, with a noble standing up over him. The noble is bad and bruised, but the noble did play dirty and shoot towards Nero. Shot a blast towards Nero, and Asta went in front of the blast to protect Nero. Then a grimoire appeared. Then Asta's 5-leaf grimoire left out of him, and Asta thought, "Oh, I'm not even worthy to have a grimoire anymore, huh?" Then his old grimoire and the grimoire that came kind of fused. It became white with gold, with purple, white, gold, and purple with golden markings and a white and purple book cover, and a white glow was coming off for it. Six path to Moi, which is those things that that Hagoma had, those that low Tomoe had on his clothes. Yeah, those came around the book, and the book gained 6 clovers. Then Black Zexu emerged from the grimoire. So then Zetsu said hi to Asta. Black Zetsu said hi to Asta. Asta said hi. How do you know me? Well, I've been watching you for your whole life, technically. Asta asks why. Well, one, you're the owner of this grimoire that's in front of me, and you're the prince of the Clover Kingdom. So I have to always make sure that you were safe. Not to Asta asks the prince of the Clover Kingdom. Let me explain. Know what? Better yet, let me show everyone, because it's just better. Genjutsu. Then everyone became in a black void. Then something appeared. We see the queen of the Clover Kingdom, and then we see her holding a baby. We see her talking to someone about something. She's saying, "I can't take care of Asta. My magic ability or curse is not gonna allow me to raise Asta. Because the longer he stays around me, the more mana I will drain and he might die." She said with a sad tone. "I'll drop him off at Hard's village. I just hope he would forgive me one day, and wherever I end up." Asta's seeing this too. Everyone in the stadium, even the captains, and let's say Julius was there, which is the Wizard King. He was there, and then we skip forward where we see Asta's mother put a necklace on Asta's neck. But then a few hours before that, we see the king being there and taking the necklace off of Asta and putting it on himself and just getting out of there. When Asta saw that, he got angry. Understandably so, because his mother gave him something. Then the king came and took it off him and wear it himself. This is where Asta glanced over at the king for a bit. It is Asta's family, don't get me wrong, But Asta, he's not happy with his family right now. He took his necklace and he ain't about that shit. The only thing that his mother could remember him by. But anyways, I started to go on. Then we started to, then we started to go. Then we then Black Zetsu turned to Asta. Asta, you remember having dreams about certain people? Asta, certain people. Now you say, yeah, I had a dream about Neri before I met her. We were married and we had 2 kids, I think. Anyone else? Yeah, a girl named Noel. We had 3 kids. Perfect. Another one, yeah, Mimosa. Or a girl named Mimosa. We had 4 kids. Anyone else? Yeah. Vanessa. We only had 1 kid. It was odd, but anyways. Correct, Asta. You see, those dreams, they're not technically not dreams. That's your destiny. That's their destiny. That's your fate. Remember the red string of fate? Yeah. It's that concept. Ah. Normally, I'll be stupefied because I'm technically not that smart. But how am I understanding everything you're saying? Because I'm making you do it. Ah. Perfect. Perfect explanation. Anyways, let's go. So, let me explain about your grimoire. You will obviously have light magic and dark magic because yeah, Kaguya has yin and yang release. So I'm transferring them into dark magic and light magic, which works in my favor. If you know all of my what is, I give Asta light magic all the time. So anyways, and I'm giving her all the Genkai of the Biju because she has the 10 tails and all chakra divine from her, especially the tail beast's chakra. So technically, she should have had like lava. She should have had a lot of stuff like Loki. Loki, they did her dirty. It didn't make sense because how Madara did not have any KK Genkai of the tail beast, but he had the freaking 10 tails. A combination of all the freaking tail beasts. I never understood why. I'm never going to because yeah. So he started to explain. You have lava release, lava release, not ice release, acid release, ink release, not scorch. What is it? Steam release? I think it's steam release. Yeah, steam release. Blue fire release. What else? What else? Coral release. What else did we have, bro? Low key. What the fuck did we have? What the fuck did we have? They have. I think that's it actually. I know you could control bugs with like the 7 tails. I have wings. I'm not giving him bug release. I don't know about that. I just don't like fuck with it like that. I say you got Scotch release for Karama. Anyways, so then you have Divine Wood release. You can summon the Divine Tree. You have minions named Zetsus. You have Dark release and dark magic and light magic. You have what else? You can space warp. Remember that ability Kage used to switch to dimensions? This is from the it switch to dimensions. I don't remember the name, but I'm gonna call it space time rip. Time space rip. So I'm gonna call it that. You have a magic ability called Byakugan. which which your eyes gain veins, and you can see all of your surrounding us, a 360 view. And you can also see people's monocores. They're not chakra points, but they're monocores in this one. So Asta with one tap could turn off someone's mana, like one tap. But he's not gonna do that because it would make the story way too boring for me. So Mimosa, Noel, and Vanessa are there and Larry just replied are there, and they did see the flashes of their children, and Neri, Mimosa, Vanessa, and Neri blushed at seeing those like memories and their future. I don't know why they're so accepting, because this happened, because a grimoire flew out from God, hit someone, and it became a sixth leaf, which is a which is a sign of divine force, and you're hearing all of Asta's abilities. So nothing's out of the ordinary here, because they wouldn't be surprised with a grimoire that can tell the future, or someone that can see glimpses of the future. So, anyways, so you said you have adaptability, you have kinetic vision, you have you can make clones of yourself. You have a lot of other skills. Hard to narrow them down to. Oh, you can also create true seeking orbs. Cool. You can also use bone ash bones. Take pictures. Anyways, that's it, Austin. Well, it's not it, but I can't name every single thing, so like you're gonna have to deal with it. Austin nods his head and he was like, "I bet." Then the Genjutsu breaks. Everyone's released from it. Asta gets back his grimoire. Well, his grimoire comes back to him and goes into his holster. And when doing so, Asta's clothes change. His pants become a long, pitch black pants, Ambu style pitch black pants, with his shoes becoming black shinobi shoes. With him getting a Kaguya cloak. You remember how Kaguya's dress was? Is make it a shirt version of it, and there you go. That's what Asta's wearing. It's a shirt version. It is not like a whole robe cloaky thing. It's just like it's just a shirt. Like, yay. And 12 two seeking arms come around Asta, and bunny horns come over Asta's head. But he can retract the horns if he wants to. But he can still put them out. And the side of his eyes gain veins. And that's it. Because then Asta pulls out then the three, then two swords come flank to him. A demon dweller sword and a demon destroyer sword. I think that's what it is. Yeah, demon dweller and the demon destroyer. And Asta already has a demon slayer. And then the demon slayer sword came pulling out of the grimoire, and all of them start to rotate in a circle around Asta on the top of Asta's head. To them, they're kind of looking at a god. Then the element starts appearing around Asta, because Kaguya has all 5 basic chakra natures. She can absorb her chakra, can extend her limbs. She can make her hair into Senbon needles, bruh. Kaguya is OP as fuck. But anyways, then elements like earth, wind, fire, water came swirling around Asta. Then they stop, and then the horns go away, and then the true seeking orbs disappear, and the swords actually, the rust and dirt off of the swords just fade away, and it just shows a silver blade with golden handles. Then they go back in the grimoire. All of them turn out that way. Then it's time for them to get their then they go to get the grimoires. No, to pick team captains. Uh, Black gets to come with Asta's back and tells Asta that his mother was good friends with the captain of the Black Bulls, and Asta, and you would recommend Asta to go with him. Asta was like, bet, and he was like, alright, cool. And then when he came to his turn, everyone thought he was gonna go for all the captains raised their hand. But anyways, all the captains raised their hand because this is technically a god that they're seeing now. They're technically a god that they're seeing, so it doesn't really make who doesn't want a god on their team. Like, well, not Asta's not technically a god, but like you could call him the mother of all mana. Well, he's a father though. His power is from the mother of all mana. Cause I say like mana evolved. Mana evolved into Black Clover. Like you had to use. I think it's either evolve or devolve. Cause no one can have more than one element. Yeah, mana devolved. The clans devolved, and they all became magic types and grimoires and like. So that's weird. So Asta's power is from the mother of all mana, but technically mother of all chakra. Technically, it's a real technical problem, a real equation that you had to figure out to understand anything about Kaguya, because Kaguya's past is fucking stupid. But anyways, Asta picks the Black Bulls, but before he leaves, he asks to see Mimosa and Noel's daddies. Oh fuck, why I said that like that? Anyways, so they come out and talk to Asta. They all accept that Asta's a noble and he's the prince, so they're happy. They're happy to let Asta marry their daughters. Like, well, I don't know if the Well's father is still fucking alive, but I know her brother is her oldest brother. Wait. Didn't Noel's mom die before giving birth to him? Like, the fuck? So how didn't he, like... How didn't he... But it said he barely knew his mother. It said he didn't know his mother or never got to meet his mother. What? It was something that I was reading. Like, they said that he didn't know his mother. Please correct me on this if I'm wrong. Well, if that person's wrong, because I've been hearing that he never met his mother, but Noel is the youngest, and he's the oldest, and their ages are decently apart. I don't know. It's fucking fucked up. I don't know. My mind is trying to wrap over this, but anyways. They accept, and Asta goes to meet Mimosa and Noel because they're supposed to like stay there for a few weeks, mainly because they have their fucking prince back. So I don't understand why people wouldn't stay back to welcome their prince into the finest establishment of the Clover Kingdom, the most toxic kingdom in the Black Bull universe. Anyways. So everyone heard about the news of their prince, their real heir to the throne, coming back to the Clover Kingdom. And everyone's happy because no one likes the king. And everyone found out what the king did to Asta, so he could make sure that Asta did not become the heir, because he would have no recognition that he would. Hence the necklace. And when Asta saw the king, he looked the king dead in his eyes, activated his ability called the Byakugan. No, his eyes are still green, but the veins are still there, because remember, this is a transfer of power. He doesn't actually get the king. Anyways, he looks him dead in the eye and tells him to give back his necklace. The king reluctantly does so, and he says sorry, but Asta's not giving a fuck about him. And he just levitates and leaves because he barely wants to see his face now, and he's not happy with him in the slightest. But anyways, Asta goes out and he goes on a few dates with Mimosa, Vanessa, Neri, and um I named all of them. Fuck. Anyways, he goes on a few dates with them, getting to know them better, and they getting to know him better. But they don't all of them had dreams like Asta did, but they technically it was their perfect dream. It was their perfect dream, but they just like can't accept Asta as their husband just by just someone telling them that they're gonna get together. No, they want to feel the love, the embrace, the bonding that they would have. But they know they cannot shake the string of fate, the red string of fate. Like, bruh, there's no like destroying that thing. So they take in that they're gonna be with Asta, but they want to grow a bond with him and actually learn to love him. So yeah, no cat. But we all know Asta just a child late. You know why I give him a harem all the time? Because I know the creator of Black Clover is not, in the end, is not gonna give him a fucking, um, a fucking, what's called it now, fucking harem, right? But I will always enthuse the idea, and I know some people that's watched Black Clover would be pretty angry with me what I'm doing. I'm always giving him like magic, I'm always making the prince, I'm always giving her a harem. But at the end of the day, these are all the things that the canon Asta deserves. All the respect that canon Asta deserves. Because remember, Asta was always treated as the lowest of the low, and I believe he should be the prince in every MY1 is. I believe he should have light magic, the most respected magic of them all. I believe he should have that. I believe he should have the height that he wanted in canon. I believe he should have the mother that he could love and he would cherish forever. Like I believe Asta should have all of these things, and the harem that he should have. But we all know he's on his journey to make that happen. But we all know in the end, our baby girl, not Neri, Noelle is gonna sue Asta. Like we all know this, but we want to pretend like we don't and just like have. Okay, let me talk about the My. No, I'm getting so off track. Let's talk about the My Hero Academia fan base. I don't know where y'all come from. I don't know how the fuck y'all be having these ideas. I don't know why the fuck y'all niggas be tripping like that. Honestly, I thought the Naruto fan base was something, but like the My Hero fan base are something different. They just built different. They're a different breed. Like I don't know why y'all sending death threats to the creator of My Hero Academia. That's gonna just make him not want to do My Hero anymore. Like you're just ruining the experience for everybody else. And then every time I go to search up a ship that's gonna be canon, Deku and Uraraka, all I can freaking see is either Deku or Bakugo, or Deku or Todoroki. And you know something? I've even seen Deku with that the guy that can decay shit. I've seen it. I've seen it all. And I'm just appalled by the fuckery that is. I have no problem with the male-to-male ships. It happened with Naruto Sasuke. It was Naruto Sasuke. I understood that because they actually had a full-blown kiss before. And I was like, that's gonna have some flashbacks in the future. Some girl is gonna make that. And the fact is that 80% of My Hero Academia fan base are made of fucking girls. And those girls are not even straight. The girls are straight. Most of them girls are fucking straight. But they want to make gay-to-gay, man-to-man ships. But you never saw the boys ever in a million years send a death threat to a person to have a female-to-female ship. We never asked for that. We never cared. Anime was just something to enjoy. I know people are just ruining the My Hero fan base for me, and that's one of the reasons I have not watched My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising. One is not in dubbed, and I'm a dub watcher, but also a sub. But secondly, I do not feel I could watch it properly because every time I would see this, I would think that scene where Deku and Bakugo had to like, how Deku had to give that Bakugo his like blood and transfer the quirk to him, but in the, I'm gonna spoil it. They transfer his quirk to him. And when I watched the trailer, I saw that, and they technically hold hands, and I was like, no. Just from that, it just scared me from ever watching that shit again. And I'll be like, nah, fam, y'all taking it too far. I don't care if when I do Bakugo and Deku, but don't take over the whole thing and ruin the experience for me. I never came. I'm a proud, but I'm not gonna lie. My favorite ship in My Hero Academia is freaking Deku and female Bakugo. Like I always had it. Bakugo as a girl is dummy thick. Like to be honest, let's be honest here. If you watch any fan art of that, female Bakugo is dummy thick. I'm not even capping, bro. Like it's just something about her, just fantastic. Anyways, let me get back into the freaking what if that I was doing before. Well, let's stop ruining My Hero Academia for me. I know I might sound like I'm judging you, but I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you to calm down on your shit. Be- and know what? I need people to lay off Deku though. Loki. Actually, at first I did not like Deku's personality, but I got over that and started to respect the nigga. This man shook hands with everybody in the manga. Like he shook hands with everybody. He was like, "You gonna get some. You gonna get some. Hey, you gonna get some." And that's where I was like, Deku, you're not Naruto tier. You're not Goku tier. But you're in my tier list though. Like at first he wasn't, but like now he's maybe the top 100 anime protagonists that I can actually remember the names. But like some of them I cannot remember the names, but I know their moves and how they acted, and they're so good. They above Deku, but like put respect on my nigga's name. And R.I.P. to Midnight for those like manga watchers. If you read the manga, you know what happened to Midnight. And R.I.P. buddy, she's one of my favorite waifus, bro. Like she was G. I think she should have got with All Might, but like, actually, no. I don't think he should have got with All Might. I think she should have got with All Might. Should have got with who's who her name is Deku's mama. Deku's mama, and like Deku's mama, like yeah. But guys, and if Deku's mom is dead, because if you watch the manga, we see a scene where Inko Midoriya, and Inko had a bicycle, right? And she was going to a store, right? And then we see where that big dude comes around and was trampling houses, right? Then we see Inko then you see the bike on a bike where on the path of where the big guy was going. I can't remember the names. I'm so bad at remembering fucking names for anyone. Only person I can remember is Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, because I hate two of them, which is Sasuke and Sakura. And Naruto, they goated. Hinata, you know what I mean. Like, she's just bad. Shikamaru, he's the GOAT. All these niggas, right? But like, I can barely remember anybody's names. Only recommend Todoroki and Bakugo. Probably Mina because Mina's bad too. Momo because she's altruistic. Suyu because she just speaks her mind and she's thick too. Uraraka, she has a good personality and she's thick. Bruh, like, I don't understand. But I've been rambling on for at least like a minute or two, or three. But anyways, let's back into the what if. I'm not supposed to be talking about like My Hero, but they have just been getting me on my nerves, and I'll be like, nah, fam, y'all need to stop. But like, I was saying, Naku and they were going on like dates, but then it was time to go back to the base, and this is gonna be a short what if. It's not gonna be our what if like the others, cause I actually have school to go to, online school, anyways. Online school to go to because in Barbados, in Barbados, in Barbados, in Barbados, in BIM. Anyways, in BIM where I'm currently staying at, we cannot leave. We cannot leave here, as in I can't go back to where I was doing school. So I decided to like transfer to UE here, UE University of the West Indies. I decided to like transfer here and just stay here because I had my room already. I already lived here before, so it's not gonna be able to change. But like it wouldn't hurt, so I decided to stay here. So I will not be going back to America in a very long time. I might visit, but that's after Corona. And I'm glad I'm not in America right now. Because do you see the fuckery that's going on right now? I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm staying in Barbados. Because like, why am I talking about politics now? Let's get back into the what if. I've been getting sidetracked. Low key. Low key people trying to sidetrack me. Anyways, so Deku, no, I mean Asta, damn it. Asta, they would go back to the hideout. And showing Asta's immense power, Asta would ask Yami to be the vice captain. And Yami wouldn't have any objections, knowing that this is one of his best friend's son, which is Asta's mama. He knew his power, so he wouldn't. So he's like the best fit to be the captain. So Asta asks Yami to line everyone outside, and Yami tells everyone to line outside, and everybody goes outside. Asta would tell them that they'll be going on a training trip, and Magna would ask, "Who do you feel are telling us what to do?" Actually, one, I am the Prince of the Clover Kingdom, which I should just use for leverage. Normally, you wouldn't say this, but like, have to use your name for something. And secondly, I'm your new vice captain, so yeah. They would instantly bow because this was the Prince of the Clover Kingdom, like duh, nigga. And where I'm sending you will be, how do you say this? Time will work differently. So you'll be gone for months, maybe even years. But out here, you're probably only gone for like 1 month to 2. So, oh, someone else is still in there. So an Asta would then float in the air and go towards like Henry's bedroom. Really, going into Henry's bedroom. Asta was sitting there, and Henry would tell Asta that he shouldn't be in here because if he's in here, he might die. Asta would tell him that even if you could kill me, it wouldn't work. But anyways, hey. Oh, you have a curse on you. Let me fix that. Asta will place his hand, and his hand would glow with a green glow. And he would place a seal on Henry, making it able to control his absorbing ability. So he could absorb magic at will. And Asta would just give him a buff in mana so he could actually live. Asta would take him to, so he would take him outside too. And he would give him new clothes, so like he's wearing his clothes that he had in canon and his clover like cloak thingy. Asta would put on his cloak thingy, but like it'll be under. You understand, right? So Asta would tell them. So you would tell them that they were going to somewhere where the time doesn't work as it would here. So this basically going into a hyperbolic time chamber. Anyways, so I would make clones and Zetsu and make Black Zetsu to help you in your training and whatever. Out here, I'll be doing some stuff, getting us up to speed with the other corporations or stuff. Then Henry, I think he's the one with the white hair that absorbs mana all the time. I think that's his name. If it's not, comment down below. He said that his magic relies on the Black Bull's hideout, and he controls the Black Bull's hideout. Asta would then tell him that that's no biggie. He can just replace it, no problem. When he gets everything out of the old hideout, he'll give it to Henry. He'll come there and give it to Henry. Henry would nod his head, not understanding what Asta was saying, but understanding it was an order, so he would drop it. So Asta would tell them, Noel, you're going to a place where there's nothing but water. The Zetsu talk is telling me that you are kind of my wives are kind of different. They can handle powers that um the rest of the Black Boys can't, and that's why you were selectively picked out of the many humans in the world to be my wives and girlfriends. That's what he said. I believe in love, but like, yeah, it makes sense if this power works the way it does. It makes sense why you're my wives, but like, no problem, no biggie. So Asta would snap his fingers, and a portal will open under Noel, and I will fall through the portal, going to a place where there's only water, no land, nothing. Sorry. So Asta would go. Asta would then tell Magma, "You're going to a place where there's only fire, heat, and lava. Bye." And the ground will open under, well, the portal will open under um under Magma. Then he will look at Luck. Look, you're going to a place where there's only storms, and I believe you would unlock a certain lightning that would make you stronger. And maybe you can spar with me after. Yami would then said, you signed your own death wish, kid. That kid will not stop bugging you, even if you're more powerful than him. He will not stop bugging you to fight him. Asta says, it doesn't matter. I don't really care. Yami, you're next. You're going to a place where there's only darkness. Nothing but darkness. Embodiment. And an portal will open under Yami. The rain is falling now, so I kind of have to hurry this up because I don't think people will want rain in this video. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick and just like finesse y'all and say goodbye, good night, peace out, sleep tight. Right? Let's get into this. Let's get back. So I still wouldn't snap his fingers and then send Henry to a world of robots, basically, where they're golems, stone golems that he would have to destroy, and to him to build up his body mass and eat properly. Because remember, Henry is pretty physically weak, and Austin needs to build up from some strength with him. So Asta would go. So then Asta would then look towards Vanessa, and you are going to a world of string, and you'll be learning something different. You'll be evolving your magic, thread magic. So you'll see when you get there. And I'm gonna go through all their individual training, and then when they come back, I will end the video. Asta then tells them to stay there. Not stay there. Damn it. Tells them to go. Then a portal opens under her, and she leaves for the Clover Kingdom. I don't understand how to say this properly. Leaves to go under the Clover Kingdom and go to the damn, this rain is falling. And go to the okay, this is really getting too bad. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here, and I'm gonna stop because the rain is interrupting the video. I'm sorry guys. Bye.